Hare Krishna. So now we are dealing the next section, that is 16 to 22, which exclusively talks about the process or the potency of hearing about Krishna. Hari Katha. Now if you are talking about this process, in the previous section we discussed in text 15 that how one has to pick up the sword of remembrance, which is so difficult, it is just too heavy. So then text 16 offers us the solution. Sushrusha Shraddhanasya. Now you can look in the Sanskrit. Sushrusha means one who is engaged in hearing. Shraddhanasya, with care and attention. Vasudeva Katha. Hearing what? Vasudeva Katha. Vasudev means in respect to Vasudev, and Katha means message. Ruchi Syat. What one develops? Affinity. How? Mahat Sevaya. By service to pure devotees. Punya Tirtha Nishevanat. Punya Tirth means those who are cleansed of all vices. So 16th is offering the solution: service to pure devotees. When service to pure devotees is done, who are free from all vice. So when they are free from all vice, such people service is done, they are also eager to hear about the Lord. So when one serves someone, one develops his qualities. It's like an infection which spreads. So since he is interested in hearing about Krishna, he is very attached to Krishna, his quality is eagerness to hear. Since he is very eager to hear, when we associate or serve such a person, what is the automatic result? Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. One develops affinity to hear about Vasudev or Shri Krishna, Lord Hari. One develops affinity to hear, attraction to hear, which is mentioned as Ruchi. Vasudeva Katha Ruchi. Now once somebody develops an affinity to hear about Vasudev, one hears the Katha of Vasudev, what is the next step? Shinvatam Swakatha Krishna Shinvatam. Shinvatam means those who have developed the urge to hear the message. That is Shinvatam, word to word meaning. Those who have developed the urge to hear the message of Swakatha. Swakatha means his own words. Krishna. When Krishna sees that somebody has developed a urge to hear my message, what happens? Punya Shravana Kirtana. That process of Shravan and Kirtan, hearing and chanting, is Punya. Punya means very virtuous, very purifying. Hriday Antastha hi Abhadrani. So one thing is, Krishna sees our affinity, and then hearing and chanting is a very virtuous process, very purifying process. So what happens when Krishna sees we are taking shelter of such a virtuous process? Cleans the heart from within. Krishna from within cleans our heart. Hridya antasto hi abhadrani. What does it clean? Abhadrani. Abhadra. Abhadra means all the unwanted things, which is desire to enjoy matter. The enjoyment propensity is cleansed. Vidhunoti. Vidhunoti means cleanses. Who? Suhrit Satam, who is Krishna is referred to as benefactor of truthful or benefactor of devotees. Suhrit Satam. So, such a personality who is within our heart as super soul cleanses our heart. So this is the process. One serves the pure devotee, one develops eagerness to hear. When we have affinity to hear, Krishna sees that affinity. We continue hearing and chanting. Krishna within the heart purifies. What? Abhadra. Abhadra means tendency, desire to enjoy matter. And then this process is potency is highlighted in the next verse, that is verse number 18th. He says, Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. Nashta means destroyed and prayeshu means almost. So almost all the unwanted things are destroyed. How? Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, by serving Bhagavat. Now what is this Bhagavat? Bhagavat can be person Bhagavat and book Bhagavat. Both are in one sense equally powerful. Srimad Bhagavatam and person Bhagavat, one who is serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead, pure devotee. Both are in one sense equally powerful. But then Srila Prabhupada does highlight the importance of person Bhagavat. And by serving the Bhagavat, what happens? Almost destroyed. What is destroyed? Nashta prayeshu abhadreshu. What is abhadra? Again the word abhadra comes. All that is inauspicious. All that is inauspicious is destroyed. All that is unwanted. So, all that is inauspicious. And Prabhupada says two very major impediments are woman and wealth. Basically, attraction to opposite sex and attraction to mundane opulence. Or attraction to sense gratification. Attraction to desire to enjoy this world, which can be spoken in a broader terms. So, all that is inauspicious is destroyed. And then what happens after this? Once this is destroyed, then next thing is Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke, loving service. Bhagavatir Uttama Shloke, loving service is established in the heart. As Srila Prabhupada writes, irrevocable fact. This is the process. So one has to cut through the knot of reactionary work as we discussed in text 15. But when it is difficult to pick up the sword of remembrance, then what does one do? Serve the great souls. Develop a affinity for hearing about Vasudeva. Heart is cleansed by serving a book Bhagavat and a person Bhagavat. Loving service is established in the heart as an irrevocable fact. And once that happens, one will observe in text 19, the next step. In text 19, Tada Rajastamo Bhavai. So once purification takes place, Tada Rajastamo Bhavai. Raja means passion and ignorance. Tama. Tama means ignorance. Tada rajas tamo bhavai. The effect of these two is kama lobha dayaschaye, lust and greed. It says kama lobha means hankering or greed. Now these things, the effect of passion and ignorance, which manifest as lust and greed, it decreases or gradually vanishes. Kama lobha dayaschaye chetar ete anavidham sthitam sattve prasidati, and one comes to the stage of mode of goodness. And Prabhupada writes, one becomes completely happy. Sthitam sattve prasidati. That is text 19. One becomes completely happy. And then text 20th says, Evam prasanna manaso, thus feeling completely enlivened. Prasanna means enlivened, manasa means mind. So mind is enlivened. So the mind which has become very affected by the mode of passion and ignorance is always miserable. But now mind is enlivened. And then what happens? One gains positive scientific knowledge of Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is like Bhagavat Tattva Vijnanam, or knowing the Bhagavan fully. And knowing Bhagavan means that is our goal, realizing the absolute truth, which was indicated in text 10 and 11. The realize absolute truth, give up all our goals, other goals. So how to realize? That process ends here. And finally, to summarize the whole process, in text 21, it says, Bhidyate Hridaya Granthis. The four things are mentioned here. First thing is Bhidyate Hridaya Granthis. The knot of heart is cut. The knots of reactionary work, knot of fruitive bondage, knot of desire to enjoy is cut, which was mentioned in text 15 also, that we have to take the sword of remembrance and cut through the knot of bondage to this world, attachment to this world, desire to enjoy. Chidyante sarva samshaya. So this is the first. Then all the doubts are clear. Chidyante sarva samshaya. And once all the doubts are cleared, it says, as it says, all the misgivings. Translation says all the misgivings, all the misunderstandings about the facts of life are cleared. One does not mistake matter to be spirit or spirit to be matter. And then Shiyante cha asya karmani, which means the chain of fruitive action is terminated. And when the chain of fruitive action is terminated, final thing is one sees the self as the master, which means the spirit soul had become subordinate to matter. Now the spirit soul transcends the matter and sees himself in connection with the Supreme Lord. The spirit soul is no longer controlled by matter, so sees the self as the master. And thus one gets completely purified and relishes his relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And after understanding this whole process from 16 to 21, now in text 22, he says, Ato vai, therefore, kavayo nityam. It is mentioning the conclusion of all transcendentalists. Ato vai kavayo nityam. So all the transcendentalists, what do? Bhaktim paramaya muda. So the translation says, they have been rendering devotional service with great delight, because they know the power of this process. Great delight, they are happy, their mind is enlivened, they are no longer controlled by passion and ignorance. With great delight they render devotional service, transcendentalists, because such devotional service is enlivening to the self. Bhaktya paramaya muda. अतो वै कवयो नित्यम भक्त्या परमया मुदा वासुदेव भगवती कुर्वन्ति आत्म प्रसादिनम. Atma prasadinam means enlivening to the self, and therefore they practice bhakti with great delight. That becomes their one pointed attention, because they have understood the power of this process, the potency of this process, and that becomes their ultimate goal. That becomes the essence of all scriptures. If you remember, in text 1 out of 6 questions, the first 2 questions was what is the absolute and ultimate good, and what is the essence of all scriptures. So answering those 2 questions, now we are coming to the conclusion. Pure devotional service, free from any mundane motives, uninterrupted, unmotivated, is completely enlivening to the self. That is the realization of great transcendentalists. Hare Krishna.